Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. I was debating on what I wanted to play this week because usually for my Tuesday videos I play a different, well, not necessarily a different game every week, but try different things or whatever. I've played State of Decay a lot on the Xbox, but I've only played it a little on the computer, and I'm really good at it on the Xbox, but on the computer, not so much. So I've actually been wanting for a while now to play a little bit of this on Lethal Zone because it's gotten to the point where even on Lethal Zone I can usually avoid losing any of my characters on the Xbox, so I figure that trying it on the computer would definitely be an interesting challenge with mouse and keyboard. So I have it set on Drucker County. I did use the builder boon because this is linked to my Xbox account, so obviously my boons still carried over, so I figured at least if we use the builder one, then we won't have to worry about power or electricity. So, and honestly, even with that helping morale on Lethal Zone, it'll be rough. And I always roll survivors with no fifth skills and no more than 3 bars in any of their starter skills. It's just the way I like to do it when I'm starting with new characters, unless I'm using them from the legacy pool. So let's get into this.
And we're empty. Again.
So, whose turn is it to find more fuel?
Not me. Last time I almost choked to death on a bloater.
I have a better idea. We could settle down instead of moving on.
I admit, it looks better than the last couple of towns we came through.
Now that you mention it, it does feel kinda homey.
It's settled. This town is where we'll set up our new base. We just have to find a spot that's defensible, maybe with some room to expand.
Alright, I got myself refreshed on the basic controls here, and hopefully it'll walk me through more of it when we get to the base here. Definitely grab these supplies from the
We gotta find another
vehicle
home.
here.
Or take one.
Give him that. And then we'll carry this. Okay, so you can use C to like dodge, and then the control is to go in and out of sneak. Okay. Of course, she's got to be facing this way. There, she's distracted now. As long as I don't hear a feral anytime soon, then that's fine, because I definitely am not ready for that on
Shame
here.
to pass it up.
I'm on site and rolling.
Look out! Here it comes.
Helps if you remember to go into sneak mode. We're gonna go around to the door that's already open just in case there's like a ton of them, because sometimes there's a ton of them in there.
A few things here, some fixes there. Yeah, we can make a go of it here. Gotta stay sharp.
Kind of sounded like that zombie just tried to open the door.
All right, we're clear. We should claim this place and get everybody moved in.
All right.
Oh, I like that idea.
Here you go. The pipes are working, and the breaker box is connected. Enjoy your water and power, everyone. Our first priority has to be gathering materials. We'll need them to improve this place. It's going well so far.
That's great.
Yeah, and we're gonna need more rucksacks worth than they think we're gonna need because we're on lethal. I'm gonna get rid of these bandages and just grab this bottle of painkillers instead because they work better on the go. Alright, we'll go check that out down there first. Alright, let's go down here. We will use this vantage point to scout out, and
Hey, hold down the fort while I'm gone.
we'll see where we're at. We're probably going to have to collect some more, or get some more influence before we can buy this fuel outpost. We can, however, clear it right now so that it's secure while we're over here. Oh, another vehicle right there. I actually haven't seen, what is that? I can't remember what vehicle that is, but I've never seen one that's painted like that. They've all been painted for like the Prepper Ant mission one. Maybe this is a completely different vehicle, actually. There's some gas there, though, so we can take it back to the base. Might as well loot this place anyway. I think you do get one
not
rucksack
nothing.
of building materials here.
Coast is clear. All right, this is good.
That can go in the back of this car. Refuel it before this turns into some kind of situation so we have a way to go.
finished. Anything else need doing?
Fucking A.
We're gonna find at least one more rucksack of materials before we go back to the base.
We got zilch.
Of course there's a horde there, because I really want to scout this from this vantage point up here. See if we can find some building materials. Hopefully they'll just keep moving. Looks like they will, as long as I don't do anything loud. Hopefully they don't hear us climbing up this ladder.
Seems like I'm done for now.
Took me a second to find that last one there. Alright, that building is infected, or it's claimed by a plague heart, even though there's building materials there, so I could go there, but I'd rather find them somewhere else at this point. We'll go scout at that cell tower too, because there might be something more over here. Hopefully that feral doesn't get any closer to that. And of course, he's right there. That's not great. Really not great. We're totally gonna lose somebody already, because I am not up for this.
I better stay clear of the plague ends for a while.
Oh, that's great. We don't even have a gun. That door is blocked. I wonder...
I'm a little banged up.
Oh wow, I was muted that whole time. Yeah, this game is ruthless on this setting. It does not care. Oh, it's still coming. Oh, it's still coming. this is not good. You need to get inside.
Hun, I'm worried about you getting sick.
I'm
You
worried
need
about
some
him too.
rest.
Hopefully that feral stays over there. I forgot we need to get that cleared out there. And okay, we can't repair that yet. Alright, this guy needs to stay here. Alright, no one has a sidearm, so that feral is just going to be a problem. Maybe we leave the vehicle here and try to just sneak down the other side, just use that cell tower now that the feral's not down there anymore. We could also try to use the door trick to get the feral if we could get it close enough without it just going around. Well, we already have one extremely injured survivor, and we don't even have an infirmary yet, so that's good. It's not worth it. They're too close. They're going to end up hearing me. We'll stay focused on the cell phone tower. Just go around here. Hopefully those ferals are both still long gone.
Oh, not bad, I suppose.
More bandages. Wonderful. Oh, I forgot I could have been climbing faster that whole time. Wow.
I can see us putting up an outpost there. think that should do it for now?
Alright, so right here, that storage shelter might have building materials. If not, then we're going to have to come all the way down here, which is plague territory, so hopefully not. I think we're just going to clear these buildings on the way over just to create a little bit of a safe area here. Can't do too much more looting because I think we're down to what, 2 inventory slots? 1 inventory slot.
This place could have something we need.
Yeah, definitely. Could have a few things we need.
This place seems safe for now. I don't see anything useful in here.
Okay, not too bad. This is a food outpost, though, actually. We might end up wanting to do that, but influence-wise, we need a little bit more first. I like to get a fuel one usually as soon as possible so that we have fuel coming in case we have to withdraw canisters for the cars.
You guys are gonna love the crap I just dropped off.
But on Lethal Zone, definitely getting the food situation under control first is definitely the top priority. Because I think we're going through a lot of it.
Found something.
Nice, at least now we can get an infirmary built. We'll get him repairing that bed too, because I think it gives us a morale boost.
That's a plague bloater. I need a rest.
Alright, so now we'll get an infirmary built back
Glad
here.
we already got to start on building this base up into something real.
Hey there. We could really use some help from you folks.
Stay safe. I'll be there soon.
I appreciate that.
Alright, they're up in the usual barn. That feral is still right there. I want to get that car over there too. That feral is such a problem. Let's go check this gun store first. Maybe we'll find something there that would help us deal with him.
Be careful. Freak over there.
Oh my gosh, there's another feral over there. And a screamer. I wouldn't be worried about any of this stuff if I was using controller, but the keyboard and mouse is definitely different with this game. Like, I think it's not bad the way they have it laid out, but it's definitely different. Nice, there we go. That'll go back into the base. Because somebody on base defense can use that in case anything comes near. I was really only worried about that barrel coming over to the base without any guns, but now that we've got that, once somebody's got that equipped at the base, then if something like that happens, we can just lead it back there, as long as it's not a juggernaut. Of course, we're gonna have to make multiple trips here. Unless, do we just want to claim... So 6 food a day is getting eaten. We only have 8. Maybe we just want to claim this food outpost here for our first outpost. Then we can drop off this stuff and then...
Locked.
That'll let us go back and loot the rest of that store.
The area is secure and the outpost is up. And I can see how we might improve it even more. Not exactly what I was hoping for.
I mean, ammo's ammo. It'll help.
I think I'm done searching here.
It was a pain in the ass, but it's done.
Alright, let's run back up to the base and drop off this rucksack, and we'll arm the two guys that are there. Okay, making sure that none of the ferals got any closer here. The ferals can hear you, like, a lot better than the other zombies can, and from further away. So they're pretty terrifying. Alright, we'll give this guy the rifle. The other guy can have the shotgun we got. He's really not doing well. We need to upgrade the infirmary. We also need to check him into the infirmary now that we have one, which we will do after we get his gun equipped. That helps their infection drop quicker.
I'm heading to the doctor.
Alright. Now we got to get our infirmary upgraded so that we can... our survivors' injuries can heal and stuff like that. So... because right now this will just restore their health and help them with the infections. So... we want... on top of getting 3 more rucksacks of building materials to do that, we'll also need... chemicals, which shouldn't be a problem. We can get those down by that gas station. The problem is going to be trying to find all of the building materials we need. But let's go over here and talk to these guys first. We can see if they have anything to trade. I'm going to check and see if we have anything we want to trade to. Alright, this encyclopedia we can trade. I think that's really the only thing we want to get rid of right now. We'll wait until after we help them with this mission. That way, we'll get a little more money because we'll have a better standing with them. Bring the backup can of gas, so that's just in case. you can follow us for a little bit, get further away from the base.
You been well? The safest way to collect samples
Alright.
is by killing plague zombies. The best place to find them is in the territory around a plague heart.
They just have weapons, it looks like, actually.
Those
Well, and
things
some
basically infect their whole
health
environment.
products, but
It's not pretty. Or
Not
you
gonna
could
help
just
us
destroy the plague heart itself
with
to get a
building
bunch
materials.
of samples. That's more dangerous.
we're not destroying
This
a plague
won't
heart
be
at this
easy,
point.
so you should bring the best equipment you have on hand.
This is lethal zone without
Helping
at least
out
a
like
heavy
this is a good
weapon.
way to make friends.
It would not
Let's
end
hope
well.
this pays off. We could use allies out here.
I can taste
I mean,
blood in
we
the air.
could check for
I
building
think a plague heart is
materials.
nearby. Probably lots of plague zombies too.
If we find building
This
materials
place
in
seems
here
clear for now, but I know that won't last.
while we're killing plague zombies and possibly collecting samples, then that would be a win-win.
Someone must be upset they left this behind.
Nice, that's something else we can sell. Nice, there we go. Now we just need 2 more. I can sell that too. Definitely don't need a portable generator since we have power and water already. And an energy drink is definitely handy for plague hearts with a heavy weapon or for dealing with ferals if you're trying to run away.
I can't let that screamer bring more friends.
Oh, we're gonna take care of that screamer. One less screamer is always a good thing. So since they reworked this stuff a while back, you can't just fight them loud until the plague heart's awake, or it'll wake it up and then things get bad. They start taking over buildings, getting closer and closer to your base till they start setting up siege points and then eventually lay siege to your base. So it's really nothing to screw around with on Lethal Zone. Luckily, you can kill as many of them as you need to, as long as you're quiet about it. I just realized I didn't have my flashlight on. It would certainly help us see a little better here. I forget that you don't have to worry about the zombies seeing you in this, so it's like not an issue to have your flashlight on. Alright, there's one. Now we just need to get one more. Of course, it's probably not going to give us the last one we need very easily. It likes to make you have to kill a lot of zombies first. Honestly, on Lethal Zone, it often feels like this game is... It's like consciously trying to kill you. Like, you'll be on your last legs and you're running, and then it'll just put a pack of ferals in front of you like, oh, did you think you were going to get away?
I should be careful of plague zombies around here.
Ugh, plague bloaters, yuck. Oh, great, there's a screamer right there, too. This could get very bad. I feel like it's likely to get very bad, actually. That screamer screams and that bloater explodes, like, that very well might be enough to wake up the plague heart. Ooh, okay. That's not too bad now. I don't want to go any deeper into plague territory if I don't have to. I think there was a couple more plague zombies over here. You got to be careful on these rocks though, because they can really mess up the. I don't really know what they mess up, but they can make it like a little funky. You can get stuck. It's like you're falling, but you're not. All sorts of weird stuff like that.
Everything's taken care of
Nice.
here.
All right.
That's great.
I don't think it matters if you fight the plague zombies if they like follow you out of. Wow, you can't do that. If they follow you out of plague territory, so I'm not too worried about if they come over here. I'm just gonna throw this in the trunk because I think they're gonna give me a rucksack of fuel for helping them. We should deal with that guy. He's a little close.
With these plague samples, I can make something that'll cure blood plague if one of us gets infected. We're happy to share the recipe if you need it. Thanks. Take care now.
Hey.
Okay, let's see what
All
you've
right,
got.
now let's sell them all of our stuff here. We're not going to buy anything from them because they don't really have anything we need right now. But that does give us enough influence to set up
So,
another
this might be worth
outpost.
your attention. Please tell me we haven't forgotten about dealing with the plague hearts.
I can do that.
We're probably going to want to do a medicine outpost for that, since our infirmary does use, I think, 1 meds a day, possibly 2 actually. Either way, having an infirmary, having some meds coming in will help. I don't want to leave that. Well, I guess it doesn't matter if we leave that feral back in the base now, in theory, as long as they don't kill our one dude that's really messed up. I was kind of hoping that would happen. I think if I went fast enough, he just wouldn't keep up. Alright, I think that's actually where we're probably going to leave it for this video. We've been going for a little while now. I'll probably do more videos of this, but they'll probably just be on Tuesdays, so they might be a little inconsistent. But I do love playing this game, so it very well might happen. There's our first curveball, of course, too. So yeah, probably in another couple weeks we'll do another episode of this, and then maybe we'll do a few more going forward, but they're just going to be Tuesdays. I'm not going to do like a full playthrough of it just because I played it quite a bit, but please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll hope to see you in my next video.